Hi, this is Chris Young. This video shows how I made a special video for my cousin Becky's 40th birthday, a little over 20 years ago. Video editing software in those days wasn't very capable, and I had to create many of the special effects using rendering software. Here's how I did it the hard way. In this feature, I'm going to describe how I made the introductory material for this video. The video is based on the TV show 24. The gimmick of the show is that each season has 24 one-hour-long episodes that cover a 24-hour period. The show uses lots of shaky, handheld camera shots, multi-screen views, fast zooms, and a digital clock that counts down the minutes of each episode. The show is about terrorists and Agent Jack Bauer at the Counterterrorism Unit, who tries to stop them from various evil, dastardly acts. Each episode begins with an electronic 24 flashing on the screen, followed by a review of the characters using still frames and text explanations. Here are some random clips from the opening of an episode. A group of terrorists has taken control of nuclear power plants, causing a meltdown.
Previously on 24.
The Americans have been able to shut down most of the reactors. But I'm going to have to manage the override personally. Make sure those 6 melt down on schedule.
Is there anything I can do?
Take care of you.
Watch for the horizontal, blurry transitions between scenes.
Shoot me. Tried to kill me, and then he did this to you.
It was really tricky to get my video to blur the same way. It starts with a still image captured from the video. This isn't a particularly good image of me, however all the other views were washed out by backlight. Because Carol shot all of the video, she doesn't appear anywhere. I found this photo from my parents' 50th anniversary party. I then combined the two using photo editing software. This basic image is loaded into my ray tracing program, where I animate 150 frames. I tell the ray tracing program the position of the two images at the beginning and the location, amount of cropping, and scaling, and final position. The program then smoothly adjusts the images from the starting position to the ending position. It takes 45 frames. The remaining 105 frames animates the text as if it's been typed. At 30 frames per second, the entire sequence lasts 5 seconds. The blurry transition starts out with a simple horizontal wipe. We've slowed it down here, but in the original it's only 0.66 seconds long. Simply adding a blur seemed too abrupt, as can be seen here. This time we start the blur before the slide transition begins, and continue the blur afterwards. Better, but still very abrupt. We will try gradually fading in the blur and gradually fading it out afterwards. That's it. Here's the entire sequence in normal time. The blur lasts only 1.33 seconds, or 40 frames. After all of the review scenes are finished, Agent Jack Bauer, played by actor Kiefer Sutherland, does a voiceover telling which hour of the day the episode covers.
The following takes place between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m.
That was the hardest part. I wanted my video to run from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. I had to edit together and rearrange the following two clips and edit the audio.
The following takes place between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. The following takes place between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m.
Here's my version. There's a tiny audio glitch before the words 1 p.m., but you have to listen carefully to hear it.
The following takes place between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m.
Right before and after a commercial, they like to do a lot of multi-screen sequences to show simultaneous events, and then they show the clock. My video editing software will let you do a picture-in-picture, which overlays a single image on top of another image. It doesn't let you do 4. I started with a blank screen and overlaid a single image. Then I saved to disk and used that clip as a base and added a second image to it. I had to repeat that 4 times, and I had to be sure each overlay began and ended at 1-second intervals. I only had one camera, so it was a challenge to pick shots that looked like they could have possibly occurred simultaneously. The final step was to add the clock, sound effects, and music. Here are the final few moments of the episode where I lifted the 4 p.m. countdown clock. I hope you've enjoyed the making of 40.
I am only helping you to save his life. I believe in our cause. And if you can't save my son, I am happy to see the reactors melt down.
Did you get that?